Hi, everybody. This is Ebony Rose coming to you guys with a podcast today. It is 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just now getting home from work. And I wanted to talk about something that I had on my mind. I wanted to talk about people that experience a childhood trauma or just trauma in general, and you want to confide in people, and you want to talk to people about different things that you've been going through. And I just feel like some of these people online are not certified for you to be calling in and sharing that type of information to. I mean, you put your business out there online for the world, and everybody is not going to have your best interest at heart when you make things so vulnerable. I mean, if you don't mind sharing it, and you don't mind the trolls clowning you about it, you may want to seek some type of therapy from a licensed practitioner or something, because I just feel like everyone is not equipped to answer these types of questions for you online, especially just because they're a YouTuber. That doesn't make them qualified to tell you how to do anything drastic to change your life. I get what everybody's saying, hey, don't date no dusty man, and we all need to heal, but you need to heal with a professional, Anyway, today I was listening to Dr. Laura. If you guys remember Dr. Laura, she's one of my favorite. She used to be on 6:40 a.m. I used to listen to her in the morning when I would drive home from work. Years ago, I listened to Dr. Laura, and I like Dr. Laura. She was really helpful for certain things that I felt like I needed to, get some clarity on. And I really, really appreciate her strategy of how to deal with stuff. And one of the things that in her book, Happy Childhood, Bad Childhood, Good Happy Adult Life, something like that. I forget the name of the book. Jesus. Anyway, I was listening to her today while I was at work and getting my work done. And one of the things that Dr. Laura talks about is, when you are going through trauma and drama and all that stuff, when you come home and you just lay it on thick to your children, to your husband, to your friend, you wonder why people just want to get away from you, because they're just not equipped to deal with that. Like, they want to know, how long are you going to be mad at your mama for? How long you going to be mad at your sister or just mad at whoever? And keep talking about who done you wrong. That was in the past. Let the past be the past. Because sharing your experiences on YouTube, I don't know, people, they use that information and they use it against you. And it's not always to help you, it's to clown you. It's to clown you. I mean, just think about it. When you complaining about what your father did to you, and you come home and you relay all this information out to your husband or your children or whoever will listen, it's like, this is what Dr. Laura was saying. And it kind of like dawned on me, like, wow, she was saying, when you keep wallowing around in this, you're making your family suffer with you over and over and over to no end. There's no end to this pity party that you want to have. And what she said? She said, some people are actually getting rewarded. They're getting rewarded by sharing their trauma with people. Because you get I'm so sorry that happened to you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. Oh, so they get that kind of reassurance like that. But it's pitiful. And if it's your family, your poor family, they have to deal with this every day of you telling them about your childhood traumas. And Dr. Laura said, how long are you going to hold that? Because you can either move forward with the future, or you can stay stuck in the past and keep on talking about what happened wrong in your childhood and see how far that gets you. It's going to be more crying, more wallowing, more self-pity. And it just really just doesn't help you or the person listening to you, because nobody is really they're not a trained professional. And what I like about Dr. Laura is she says, you don't even need no closure. You don't need no closure. Just move on. She said, just move on. But some people, I think they find that hard to, just move on, because they don't want to move on. They want to keep on talking about it. They want to keep on talking about what happened to them when they was 16, when they was 10, and keep talking about it. But what is going to be the solution for you? Because this was Dr. Laura. She said you could wallow along in this guilt for the rest of your life, or you could try to get better and do better and move on. And the light bulb just went off in my head. When things bother you and you feel like you want to just wallow in these sob stories of your past, what does that have to do with now? I don't like feeling like that. So if you can manifest to feel better about your situation, then I just suggest you let the past be the past, just like Dr. Laura said, because wallowing along in the past, it does nothing for the future. It does nothing for the future. So we have to move on, learn how to go into your prayer room, pray that stuff to Jesus or whoever you pray that stuff off of you. Give it to God and let it go. Because nobody is going to help you. Because they really don't have anything to say, especially if they're not licensed professionals, And so it's just a very interesting concept that she had, just to move on, because you can't do nothing about it. So what are you grateful for now? Since your childhood was jacked up, what are you grateful for now? What are you grateful for now? You're grateful that you have a nice job, you have a nice place to live, you have beautiful kids. What is it that you're grateful for now? And one man, and he went on to say that, he didn't like it, that the fact that his mother was a drug addict or whatever, but because she was a drug addict, he thought she made him think of good things to think about. And he said, yeah, because my mother was a drug addict, I was able to learn how to cook. She wouldn't cook, so I learned how to cook. She wouldn't be attentive to my 2-year-old sister, so I learned how to change diapers. He basically attributed the skills that he honed in on and that he has for the betterment of himself, it came from the dysfunction of his mother and he's grateful for those skills that he now possesses. So I guess what I'm trying to say, when you feel like you want to wallow in past trauma, do your best to get over it. Get over it, be done with it, and move on. It's nothing like looking forward to the future and living in your present now. Are you being abused now? No? Then you know what? You get over it. Get out of that past because it's not happening now. You guys take care of this 70 Rose. When I get something else, I'll get back on here.